So today I am joined in the salon by Elizabeth Kott, a longtime cultural observer, creative strategist, and professional enthusiast whose successful career has unfolded across fashion, wellness, media, and podcasting. Elizabeth began her career helping build the Zoe Report, the iconic daily fashion newsletter founded by celebrity stylist and more recently, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast member Rachel Zoe, who we love. Elizabeth went on to found the online fashion destination Closet Rich and co-host the cult favorite podcast That's So Retrograde, covering wellness, pop culture, spirituality, and self-experimentation long before those subjects became an entire internet economy. Today, she is the host of Too Niche podcast, a culture and lifestyle show built around the belief that no fascination is too specific to investigate, discuss, or turn into a full-fledged personal philosophy. She helps people move through creative blocks and return to the most uninhibited creative parts of themselves they may have neglected in the name of productivity or professionalism. Elizabeth has a real talent for noticing what's bubbling under the surface of the cultural zeitgeist. And so I am so excited to talk with her today about taste, reinvention, and how to thrive creatively, and the value of giving credence to your most niche interests. So Elizabeth Kott, welcome to the Good Psyche Salon.
Thank you so much for having me. What a gorgeous intro. My goodness.
Well, amazing. Okay, so let's get into it because you have had quite the career and you were part of the early days of the Zoe Report. So what did it feel like to help build this digital fashion publication before any of us really knew what that kind of media company and media presence could become?
Yeah, I mean, I was 23 when I got hired, like on the verge of 24. It was, there was a really small community in LA at the time that was really kind of merging the digital space with fashion. It was like the Refinery 29s, the Who What Wears. There was like the street fashion photography that was coming up. There was the bloggers, but it was like maybe like 25 people that were all in the mix and doing that. So it was really cool and fun. And I think we all just, were a handful of years out of college and Facebook had been a thing. It was just like the right time where we understood how to utilize what was happening in the digital space to help promote, spotlight, communicate messaging. And so because we were so young, I was so young, but it actually was my advantage because of just this like burgeoning new media merging with fashion. And it was a really fascinating time and the beginning of something really big.
Yes, definitely the forefront. Did you kind of feel rumblings of that when you were in it? And is that what led you to start your own career across, really media is like the bigger, I guess, overarching theme?
Well, I studied public relations in school, and I remember I was a big dork, and I was in the Public Relations Student Society of America, and I was on the board.
Me too.
Oh, you were? Oh,
I went to JMU and I was in PRSSA.
PRSSA, exactly. So,
yes, girl, and look at us now.
Look at us now on a Zoom. And they had asked, what are your plans? And I said, I'm moving to LA and I want to do something that merges fashion, entertainment, and new media. Had no idea what that would be or what that, but I felt.
Sounds great though.
It does, right? It actually sounds like you can go, oh yeah, I understand what that is. Now at the time, what? Like
word soup.
But I felt it. I really did have an innate sense back then of these things are all going to merge and they're going to shift the culture. I mean, and it was just by way of when I was going to school. And I remember having a marketing teacher saying, this is before brands started Facebook groups. And the marketing teacher had said, the data that Facebook is collecting is like pretty invaluable. Like you can see like what songs people like, where they're going, what their interests are in a way that like once someone figures out how to capture that and monetize that, it's like all over. And here we are.
And